Welcome to lecture number 27. Our earlier classes were very important. We derived expressions for efficiency and regulations, and we then told at the end that our next topic will be auto transformer. Okay. Now, auto transformer also does the same thing. It changes voltage from one level to another, keeping the frequency same. So, this was two winding transformer. Of course, the basic working principle remains same, as we will see now. What is done is, in auto transformer, instead of using two separate coils, a single coil is used. The idea is like this. For example, you say that the core is like this, and you use single number of turns. Okay. I am showing it to be wound on one limb, but it may be distributed over the whole core length. So, suppose a number of turns are wound. Okay. These are the two terminals, A and say C, where I will apply, first get the idea how it works. I will apply some rated voltage at rated frequency. The moment you apply a known voltage at a known frequency, what gets fixed? The flux in the core gets fixed. And first I will tell about ideal auto transformer, ideal auto transformer. That is, all flux are confined to the core, little magnetizing current is required, all these things. In other words, I will neglect magnetizing current, no load current, no eddy current hysteresis loss in the core. Therefore, as the current flows, little magnetizing current, alternating flux will be produced and it will move like this. And let me say that number of turns of this NAC is equal to N1, total number of turns. So, you know the applied voltage and induced voltage between these 2 points will be V1 is equal to EAC, induced voltage, that is E1 say, and this is equal to root 2 pi f phi max into N1. We know this is what happens, and that is it. Now, this flux, mind you, will link all the turns. Suppose I take a voltmeter and let us assume there is ohmic contact I can make. So, I connect a voltmeter here. Now, this voltmeter, if I connect between these 2 points, will it read? Yes, it will read. Why not? What will be the magnitude of the voltage here? If you applied V1 here, you will then tell how many turns are there between these 2 points. If the number of turns are 4, then you will be able to calculate, because voltage per turn remains same, multiply with N2. So, if there are N2 turns here between these 2 tappings, the voltage induced will be V1 by N1 into N2. Voltage per turn is V1 by N1, and that into N2 will give you the voltage here. Okay. Suppose the number of turns is 100 N1 and you have taken tappings at 50% midpoint tappings, then there will be 50 turns there. So, if you have applied 200 volt, you will get 100 volt there, is not step down will take place. And therefore, between these tappings I will connect the load after changing this available voltage to a voltage level which is required for the load. So, I will not use two separate coils, single coil and have suitable tappings from the secondary, and it looks like I can get then any level of voltage. For example, so this diagram henceforth I will draw it simply like this. This whole thing core I will not draw, I will simply draw a coil. Here you have applied voltage, and here you have taken tappings, suppose these 2 points. So, these 2 is your input terminal and these 2 is your output terminal. And let us draw a nice picture here, so that we know what is happening. So, auto transformer. It is like this, this is the coil, I will draw this way. And here is your tappings taken. I will say this terminal as A, this terminal is C, indicating common between primary and secondary, and I will say that N AC is equal to N 1, and here I will apply voltage. Of frequency f, and this point let me call this point to be B, and N B C I will say it is N 2. Then voltage available here I will call it V 2. V 2 will be V 1 by N 1, that is the voltage per turn decided by this V 1 and whole number of turns N 1 into N 2, and that is it. So, by changing N 2 I will be getting output voltage. So, in this arrangement if B is very low at this point, if N 2 is very low, you get high voltage to low voltage, very low voltage transformation is possible. So, in a 2 winding transformer this is precisely we do, we want to change the level of voltage. Can we step up the voltage? Here it is stepping down the voltage. Yes, you can step up the voltage. For example, this is step down auto transformer. Step up auto transformer will look like this. What do? You give input voltage here V 1, this you call your N 1, okay. And here from you will take the output. Voltage per turn remains same, this is N 2 number of turns. So, available voltage here on the secondary side will be V 1 by N 1 into N 2, but since N 2 is greater than N 1, you will get higher voltage on the secondary side. That is, this is the, if I draw it here like this is suppose the transformer core, it is like this. In this case, what I do, single winding, no two separate coils. You give supply voltage to this number of turns. Flux will be linking all the turns, mind you. So, this is your A in this case, this is your C, this is your B, and this is your A, C and B. So, NBC, that is N 2 turns, is more than N 1, and you can also step up the voltage. Therefore, it looks like one can use a single coil like this instead of two winding transformer, where you are using two coils. Therefore, it is natural then, that is, I now have two options. Suppose somebody says me that I have 200 volt supply and my load requires 100 volt. Then I will the solution, now two options. What are the two options? I will use a two winding transformer, 200 volt and 100 volt, this will be the thing, or I can also use an auto transformer, where the number of tappings here will be high, half of this full number of turns here. So, 200 here, 100 there. So, either of them you can then use to supply your load at 100 voltage when 200 volt supply is there. Now, the moments two options come in, we must examine which one to choose. Should I choose a two winding transformer or should I choose an auto transformer? Here lies the question. Same thing can be done apparently by both the options. Okay. So, we will examine that thing right now. Therefore, comparing, I will use a different color. Comparing a two winding transformer and an auto transformer. Now, the moment you say I will compare two transformers, their ratings must be same, then only you can compare two things at same level. So, what is the ratings? I demand that your two winding transformer should do like this. V 1, it must transform it to a voltage V 2, and we will neglect the no load current, that is pretty small, ideal conditions. To understand what is the implications of this, which one to choose. So, I want to transform an available voltage V 1 to a level V 2, and I must see that the current delivered to the load is I 2, that is kVA rating I must also specify of this kVA. So, the transformer will deliver V 2 I. So, V 1 I 1 equal to V 2 I 2, that is what I want to do, got the point, and this is your two winding transformer. Now, the same thing I want to do with an auto transformer. So, I will draw the auto transformer like this. suppose it is a step down case. Okay. So, V 1 you apply and you take a tapping here, and this terminal is A, this terminal is C and this terminal is B. So, V 1 I will apply, I should get here V 2 and your load should get same current I 2. Got the point? Flux in the core should be same. So, how the flux in the core can be same? If this is N 1 turns, this is N 2 turns, then I will demand that N AC is equal to N 1 and N BC here is equal to N 2, is not? This is what I will do. Therefore, when this current is delivered, here also the current should be I 1. Output volt ampere must match with the input volt ampere, that is what is this. So, this is V 1. Okay. Now, the number of turns present here in this portion, it is N 1 minus N 2. No, number of turns present here is N 2, that is what I have assumed. N 2, N B C is N 2. Number of turns present here is N 1 minus N 2, is not N 1 minus N 2. This is the number of turns present here between A and B. So, N A B is equal to N 1 minus N 2. Mind you, the dots are here, this is dot, this is dot. Now, if you look at this connection very critically, you will immediately see that these two coils, this coil and this coil, that is coil existing between terminals A and B and coil B C, there is no common turns present, they are separate coils like this. For example, as a whole in this particular configuration, which one to call primary? Okay, you have applied between A and C a voltage V 1, perhaps this is primary, where the whole number of turns is N 1. Where is secondary? Between B and C. How many turns are there? N 2. But this N 2 turns also a member of the primary coil number of turns N A C, is not? This is common to both primary and secondary. This causes problem. I mean, initially what to do then? So, first thing is I say that coil AB and coil BC are two separate coils, totally separate, are two separate coils. This and this portion, this must be understood, that is very important point to be noted, and they are linking same flux. Therefore, MMF and voltage ratios will follow the rules of a two winding transformer. What else? Flux is common, same flux, is not? Previous diagram. This is the core, flux is common to both the parts. So, same flux, and I have identified coil AB and coil BC. Okay, if you connect some load on the secondary, primary you apply voltage, this coil is supposed to carry some current, coil BC, coil AB is also supposed to carry some current, but I am sure about one thing, these two coils will carry current and they have to follow the rule of a two winding transformer. What else? In other words, what I am telling, if this is I 1, suppose current is I 1, current delivered to the load, here load is connected, delivered is I 2, then this is I 1, this is I 2, then apply KCL at this point, this current I will write I 2 minus I 1, is not I 2 minus I 1 plus I 1, I 1 will cancel and it will give you I 2. KCL I have applied. This is the situation. In a two winding transformer, remember these two are dots here. If current delivered is I 2 and this is having N 2 turns, and if your primary is N 1, then what I told you that if it is an ideal transformer, I 1 is nothing but I 2 dashed, I 2 by A. MMF must be balanced. Whenever you show current coming out from the dot, then only transformer primary will invite current from the source through the dot terminal such that N 2 I 2 is equal to N 1 I 1. Ideal transformer. No load current you neglect, that is only 2 to 5%, forget about that, and this must prevail. In this transformer also, the moment you have applied a certain voltage V 1 at certain frequency f across the turns NSE, then the flux level gets fixed in the core. KVL is to be satisfied here, the same arguments. Therefore, for any reason, if these two parts of the windings carry current, their MMFs must cancel out. So that the net MMF remains because of that N 1 into small magnetizing current, which is negligibly small. Therefore, the moment I do this, I will say that look here, this is I 2 minus I 1 coming out from the dot, this is the direction, very important. So, I will write that MMF balance from MMF balance, I will write N 1 minus N 2 into I 1 through the dot current coming in, and through the dot this direction current is I 2 minus 1. What is the number of turns? N 2. This must be equal to N 2 into I 2 minus I 1. This must prevail. No way. That is I 1 is the moment you are trying to draw a current I 2 in the load, some current I 1 will flow in the primary coil through A, and if this is I 2 and this is I 1, this current is I can correctly show as I 2 minus I 1 phasors, these are from bottom to top, and these two MMFs must cancel them out, so that this will remain there. Okay. Now, in this case N 1 I 1 is equal to N 2 I 2. We have seen same ratings. See, I will compare a two winding transformer with an auto transformer with same ratings. Once again, what do I mean by same ratings? I will change the voltage level from V 1 to V 2. Okay. Total number of turns N 1 here, secondary turns N 2 here, and I will deliver a current I 2 to the load. Here also I will deliver a current to the load I 2. But incidentally, this current delivered to the load is not the current flowing through this portion of the coil, that is different issue. Overall, as a black box, I must be able to deliver I 2 current as I am doing it here. So, N 1 N 2 for both these transformers, the number are same because flux level is same, and N 1 I 1 equal to N 2. But in the case of an auto transformer, I get this relation, or I will say that N 1 I 1 minus N 2 I 1 N 2 I 2. So, minus N 2 into I 1, this term and this and minus N 2 I 1 will cancel out, once again giving you this relationship, same as this fellow. But the reason that this will be true, I must get it by balancing the MMFs of the two separate portions of this coil that I have identified as AB and BC. Then only I can invoke all the things I did for two winding, I can do it here also, thinking that okay, these two coils are separate coils, common flux, induced voltage there, induced voltage there, and so on. So, this is the relationship which will hold good. Okay. What is the KVA? KVA rating is V 2 I 2 or same as V 1 I 1, same KVA, we must compare it, that is there. Now, after getting this, the interesting thing is that if you look at this portion of the winding BC, whatever current will flow is not equal to the I 2 current, secondary current it is not. It is in fact the difference of these two currents. Unlike this thing, in the secondary of this two winding transformer, whatever is the load current I 2, that flows through the winding all along. Primary of course, I 1 current, but here it is not like that. Current in the load is I 2, but current in the portion BC is the difference of I 2 and I 1. Therefore, it looks like the sectional area of this portion of the coil, copper section, required will be less compared to the copper sectional area here, because more current I 2. Mind you, I 1, I 2 all will be in phase. Therefore, their difference will be real difference when you take the even the phasor difference, because I 1, I 2 will be in phase. Therefore, the difference of current only flows. Suppose I 2 is the rated current, I 1 will be rated current, no doubt this will be high whatever it is, but in this portion magnitude of the current will be quite small, and therefore, the sectional area of copper, whatever copper you are using for N 2 number of turns, it will be much thinner compared to the sectional area of this portion. That is what I am telling is, if I draw it like this, suppose I use a bigger this one, suppose this is the copper wire I am using for this portion B, I am sorry, thicker wire, it is like this, and for this portion, that is this is your A and this point is B. Now, for this portion BC you use a thinner wire, getting thin wire. This is crucial to understand. This should be thick. Unlike a two winding transformer, I 2 whatever load current you are delivering, that will decide what it is. If it is L beside, this sectional area will be more, that is all there. But here in this portion, the sectional area of the upper portion will be same as the sectional area of this two winding transformer here. but for this portion I can make it thinner. So, it looks like this point is C, thin wire, this will be thick wire. Therefore, it looks like I will be transmitting a voltage V 1 to a voltage V 2 and it will deliver a current I 2, no doubt it will deliver same volt ampere it is handling, but it looks like you will be able to save some copper volume. I will continue with this in the next lecture. Thank you.